Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CC Productions. Week 8 of the NFL is officially in the books. We're going to go over a quick recap of the week. We're going to go over all the games. I'm going to give you my overreaction of the week. I'm going to give you my officially dead team of the week. I'm going to give you the Week 8 Super Bowl winner. And lastly, I'm going to give you that dude of the week. So, not going to want to miss any of those. Let's first go over the scores from Week 8. So Levis shines in his first start, beating the Falcons at home. Bryce Young wins the battle of the number 1 versus number 2 pick, beating CJ Stroud, a low-scoring affair. Jaguars win a rainy one in Pittsburgh, 20-10. The Cowboys put up 43 in a rout over the Rams. Vikings win a big divisional game, lose Kirk Cousins in the process, though. Dolphins pick up a big divisional win over the Patriots. Tua still undefeated against Bill Belichick. Jets win a disgusting one in the Battle of New York, 13-10. Eagles win a barn burner against an always tough opponent for them, the Commanders, 38-31. Ravens win in the Battle of the Birds, defeating the Cardinals, 31-24. Bengals pick up a huge win, defeating the 49ers in San Francisco. Mahomes slips up in his reign over the AFC West, falling to the Broncos. And lastly, the Chicago Bears stink, losing a big one on Sunday night to the Chargers. Well, quite the scoreboard there. Ton of action from this Sunday. But let's get right into my overreaction of the week. So this is going to be a segment where I say something that's probably not going to happen, but because I saw it happen yesterday, I'm completely believing it's true. For Week 8, this is that the Jets will be in the AFC Championship game. Now, I know what you might be saying. That game against the Giants was disgusting. How is that football team going to make it even into the playoffs? Well, I'll tell you why. Zach Wilson all of a sudden has gotten momentum going. They won 3 straight, including a win over the Eagles in that time. And the game prior to their winning streak, they had barely lost to the Chiefs. And Zach Wilson's been playing competent enough football where he's winning games because that defense is really good. They're one of the best in the red zone. They're one of the best scoring defenses. They're holding teams to under 20 points a game. And all of a sudden, the Jets are looking pretty good. So my thought process on this one, Zach Wilson is going to do exactly what he's doing right now. Be good enough with that defense to get into the playoffs. And then all of a sudden, Aaron Rodgers out of nowhere is somehow healing from his Achilles in record time. I don't know what kind of voodoo magic that guy's doing over there. I don't know what he and Dr. Joe Rogan are prescribing for himself, but something's working. Something is working. I mean, that guy, we saw the videos from this weekend. He was out on the field pregame, hitting dropbacks and throwing the ball downfield. I genuinely think Aaron Rodgers is going to come back from this faster than we expected. I think he'll be ready for the playoffs, if not like the second round of the playoffs. I think he will be 100% back in a Jets uniform this year. And here's the thing. The NFL is going to eat that storyline up. Aaron Rodgers comes back after tearing his Achilles 4 plays into the year, comes in the playoffs. The Jets barely squeak in. He gets a chance. The team goes absolutely bonkers and finds himself in the AFC Championship game. I already see it. Everyone that jokes about the script, that's something that might be scripted there to get the Jets into the playoffs and let Aaron Rodgers get his chance with the Jets this year. It's a long shot, I know. That's my overreaction of the week, and it's called an overreaction for a reason. Moving on, my officially dead team of the week. Cue the sad music. That's enough. My officially dead team of the week. This was kind of a toss-up. I thought about the Vikings here just because they lost their franchise quarterback, but a team I wanted to talk about more, the San Francisco 49ers. This team was 5-0, riding high, then all of a sudden, they're 5-3, and they're not winning the NFC West anymore. They're in a wild card spot right now. So you're sitting there, and this is a game that's going to give me and everyone in the NFL media headaches. Was this the Bengals are back and they won a big game against the 49ers? Or are the 49ers sliding, lost 3 in a row? What do we do from this? What do we take from this? No one's going to have any answers. We're going to have to see how it plays out. But that's the headache I'm at right now in this game. But let's look at this. Let's look at the facts here. The 49ers have lost 3 games in a row, and it hasn't been great. Now, I understand there's been some injuries here and there. They're trying to get Debo back, and that's the big thing for the 49ers. Just you have all these weapons, keep them healthy. That's what you need going into the playoffs, keep them healthy. But the issue with Brock Purdy, he was playing amazing in those first 5 games. When he has a mistake happen, they compile. We saw it this weekend. He threw a pick. What happens the next time he gets out there on the field? Throws another pick instantly. 2 throws. He had no picks before. Now he's at 2 interceptions and 2 throws. And it's all of a sudden, these mistakes just keep compiling on top of each other. He did it the week before against the Vikings where he was playing super well, throws 2 late picks in that game, which cost them the victory. So what changes do you make as the 49ers? I'm not saying bench Brock Purdy, anything like that. That's not what I'm saying, but there's obviously something we got to change here. You're on a 3-game losing streak. It's going to be a minor change, but what are you looking at to fix these offensive woes? I mean, you've got all the guys that you could possibly need to be Super Bowl contenders, and you've been that for the last couple of years, but you're coming off a 3-game slid. What do you do moving forward? Now, the fantastic thing for the 49ers and for 49er fans, you have a bye week this week. That is massive that you have a bye week. Get a chance to, hey, let's go over all this film, get people healthy, and get them moving in the right direction. I obviously think Kyle Shanahan, the 49ers, will get it fixed up, but that's my officially dead team of the week, because as of right now, 49ers are looking dead after losing 3 straight. Week 8 Super Bowl winner. This is the team that, hey, you won the Super Bowl this week. This is a huge game. You came up and won it. And that team is the Carolina Panthers. Not only did they get their first win of the season, but Bryce Young beat CJ Stroud. And here's the thing. All anybody's been hearing about rookies this year is CJ Stroud's so great. CJ Stroud this, CJ Stroud that. And Bryce Young's been having some struggles. Well, guess who won the head-to-head matchup? Who won the head-to-head matchup? So Panthers fans relish on the fact you won that game, because for the rest of this year, when everyone's talking about how much better CJ Stroud has been than Bryce Young, because if it continues that way, that's what the narrative will be. I understand there's a lot of year left. You know, Bryce can get it right eventually, but he's just having early struggles that we see in quarterbacks, and CJ Stroud is just popping off. So it just stinks that you're in that spot. But everyone's going to be coming to you, oh, you should have taken CJ Stroud. Oh, CJ Stroud's a guy. Bryce Young stinks. Who won the head-to-head matchup? Who beat who? Yeah, that's right. Bryce Young beat CJ Stroud. So you can hold that over Texans fans, over the NFL media's head the entire offseason, because you won the Week 8 Super Bowl by winning the battle between the number 1 and number 2 overall pick. So congrats. Congrats to you, Carolina Panthers. You are the Super Bowl champions. Lastly, that dude of the week name. If anyone's got a better name for this in the comments, something about being that dude, be sure to give me one. I'm sure one day when we're sponsored, it'll be like, the Honda Civic guy of the week or something like that. So we're still looking for that. But that dude of the week, Will Levis. Oh my gosh. I was at Nissan Stadium for this game, actually, and I can tell you what, that place was bumping. On his 3rd touchdown pass, it might have been one of the crazier throws I've seen this season. Guy rolls a little bit to his right, like a quarter roll, sees pressure in his face. He's off balance, throws off his back foot, cross body. I mean, his shoulders aren't set whatsoever. Throws a dot, probably 40 or 50 yards into the end zone for a touchdown. It was a gorgeous throw. So all of a sudden we're sitting here and it's been about CJ Stroud and Bryce Young, like I was just talking about. Well, all of a sudden Will Levis is here too. Anthony Richardson's hurt for the rest of the year, out for the rest of the year, which really stinks. Really wanted to see him play, but Will Levis might be something down there in Nashville. So definitely something to keep an eye on. Obviously weren't perfect, but for a rookie, I mean, this is as good as you can ask for. And if you are a Tennessee Titans fan, you have got to be the happiest person in the world, because you've been playing with Ryan Tannehill all year, who has 2 touchdowns, 6 picks. You never know if you're going to get it right. Malik Willis wasn't the guy last year, it didn't seem like. Levis might be this guy moving forward. So Tennessee fans, be happy this week while you can, because you have a quarterback at the time being. So definitely something I'm going to be excited to keep an eye on moving forward, see how Will Levis progresses in his career. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for me. Hope you enjoyed these segments in this weekend recap. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed. Leave a comment. Maybe some better names for these, you know what I mean? Or if you're a sponsor and want to pay me a lot of money, we can work that out as well. But be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of my football content. But until then, we'll see you next time.